What's up, guys? I'm Mike from StockedUp, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. You guys knew we had to make a video today on Disney. It is flying right now. It's up 14%, and it is just exploding off of news on their Investors Day. So they came out with some amazing news last night. They announced a ton of new shows and new additions to Disney Plus, which has just been amazing for Disney, the company, and they announced some pretty solid things. So right now, their current subscriber basis for Disney Plus is around 75 million subscribers, and they announced an outlook of they're estimating to have 230 to 260 million Disney Plus subscribers by 2024. So overall, Disney Plus has just been amazing for the company, and it's really helping them, as we can tell in their stock. One thing to keep in mind is Disney takes a slightly different approach when it comes to streaming services than traditional streaming services like Netflix. Netflix, they just go and acquire the hottest new content, while Disney takes a slightly different route. They do make their own content, and they have a lot of series that they've made that have been extremely beneficial to the company, like Star Wars, and there's way too many to name, but they take those shows, those movies, and those series, and they turn them into theme parks. They sell merchandise on them, and it's almost like there's like a culture behind that brand. So Disney, they just do a lot more with their content, and it obviously, we could tell in their stock price, it has been very beneficial for them. And this is all coming from CNBC, but Disney is just exploding right now, breaking all-time highs today. Tom, what are you seeing with Disney right now?
Yeah, I love it. They're up 14%. This is fantastic news. I cannot believe the subscriber estimate that's came out. 230 to 260 million subscribers by 2024 is a huge number, and I think that we could see growth on Disney similar to growth on Netflix. And let me go ahead and have the daily charts here side by side. And you can see that right now, Disney is sitting right around $176.53, and Netflix is right around the $500 level. And you can really see that Netflix has shot up over the past few years from like 180 around here all the way up to 575. And I think that Disney could see growth like that. That is a big number, but I think that it's possible just given the numbers and what's going on with Disney. And like you said, they integrate a lot of things, and they really know how to sell their products very good. And another thing is that Disney also, their parks are actually open right now, but they're also losing revenue because there's not as much people at the parks, but they've obviously more than made up for it with Disney Plus. And the thing that I really like about it is that with Disney Plus, just like you said, they're gonna keep adding new additions onto there, and then integrate it into their theme parks. And I mean, there's nobody else that really does that besides, Hollywood Studios or somebody like that. There's just not a lot of theme parks like that around anymore. And the only one that's left pretty much that has a stock is like Six Flags, and there's a couple other ones, but just keep in mind that Six Flags is a pretty good example of what the illness could really do to a theme park company. And you can see that they fell from $73 a couple years ago all the way down now to $15 and even $8.50 at the lows from the illness. And that's just a terrible thing to see. They are starting to pop back up right now slightly, but it's just a very bad thing to see. And the thing is that this could have almost been Disney. Disney could have been falling 50% plus this year if they didn't pick up Disney Plus. That's really my main reason why I think that they could catch Netflix with that growth. And, I just keep in mind, a lot of people thought it was probably impossible for Netflix to pop from 100 something a share up to 500 a share too. And I think that Disney could do that just because I think that they're an even better company than Netflix.
Gotcha. So either way, Disney Plus is just an amazing addition for their company. So just like an official thing, like what are your thoughts on Disney for the long term and then the short term?
Yeah, for the long term, I actually really like them. I think a lot of investors are going to buy even at these prices and hold for the long term. And so I think that it's not terrible right now. And that's why I also like them in the short term. In the short term, for the next week or two, I'm actually going to be looking for them to keep riding this momentum to the upside. And then after those couple weeks, I'm going to be looking for puts possibly to the downside once I start seeing some good movement. I don't think that we're going to see Disney come all the way back down to like 152 or something like that over the next couple days by any means. I think that Disney has a very good chance to keep riding this momentum to the upside. And I think that we could possibly see a consolidation day on Disney on Monday, possibly. But then I think that we might see a rise on Tuesday or Wednesday. I just think that overall next week, I think Disney will be green.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm looking at the options chain on Disney right now. I see some of these options are up 2,200%. Some of them are up 700%, 900%, and some even more. I mean, it's just exploding. If we see Disney pop, I would say on Monday and then maybe Tuesday, I might get in some call credit spreads to take advantage of these insanely priced call options. But overall, it's looking pretty solid for the company. And yeah, it's just really good for the company. And I actually have some crazy information to share regarding this run up. So I did a little bit of a back test and I saw that someone put about $10 million into Disney call options that expire next Friday. So, and they did this 2 days ago. So, someone bought about $10 million worth of the Disney 140 strike call options that expire on December 18th. They bought these on December 9th for about $1,680 per contract. Right now, those same options are worth, let's see, those same options are worth $3,700 to $3,800. So this guy definitely, most likely, had some insider information, but that is crazy to see. It's definitely a crazy trade. But overall, Disney's looking great. So, do you have any levels to be watching or anything that's on your mind with Disney stock?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell right now because we're at all-time highs, but my main thing is that guys, whenever we see these pullbacks on the intraday chart, that could pose as short-term, resistances and supports here. So, as a short-term resistance, I think that the 179.45 level is going to be a pretty big resistance, and you can see how we had three dojis right at that level. So, I think that that's going to be a pretty hard area to break at least today. So, if we break that, we could possibly see a run possibly right before close. But I don't think that Disney is going to do that today at close. Possibly in after hours or pre-market on Monday. I think that they could keep running up. But as far as today goes, I'm going to be looking for them to possibly retest this 174 level down here. And then if they fall below that, I'm going to be watching for them to bounce off of 168. But that's really the lowest I think I would see them consolidating to before they actually start popping back up to retest 179, 180.
Gotcha. Good stuff. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Tom and I post brand new videos every single day. But with that being said, if you guys have any questions or comments, let us know in the comments down below. But other than that, thanks for watching.